I saw an aircraft, like a tiny silver drop, entering the sky above Hiroshima. I instantly recognized it as an American plane, as no Japanese aircraft could fly at that altitude at the time. It was just one plane, so I assumed that it was passing by as usual. I was astonished. It was a startling light. Even if you had your back turned to it, you felt the shock go through, right to the center of your brain. At the same time, any area of skin that was exposed became very hot. Heat. Such burning heat. Then I slowly opened my eyes, and for the first time looked in the direction of the light. Just at that moment, a mushroom cloud appeared. People who saw this in Hiroshima are nearly all dead by now. There is barely anyone left now who can say they actually saw it happen. It came from there, over the lip of the mountain. The black cloud spread between the mountains and came rolling in my direction, swirling like this. Just like that, my body was scooped up. It was the blast. It sent me flying through the house. At the top there was something round like a head. It had shoulders. Something like a body followed. But it was like it had no face. It was black. The area around the eyes had swollen up. It had no nose. The lower half of the face was just mouth. As a doctor, the first thing you do is take a pulse. But when I took his hand, there was no skin. There was nowhere I could hold. So I stood up saying, "Please, pull yourself together," and walked around him. This person gave a small shudder and then he stopped moving. He had died. He had fled 3 kilometers and then died there. That man was the first fatality caused by the bomb that I saw. At first, we had no medicine, no equipment. There was nothing we doctors could do. However, we gathered up some things and started treating the burns. A mysterious illness began to spread. I noticed it from about the 4th day. Of course, it had been there all along, but I thought people were dying of severe burns. They were rotting. It was necrosis. There were no white blood cells, so the blood had no power to fight against infection, and so suddenly the rotting set in. In the end, the hair would start to fall out. When you put your hand on the patient's head, tufts of hair would come away in your hand. In hindsight, we realized that it was radiation, but at that time we didn't know what it was. The nation had no rice to eat. People had not eaten white rice for a whole year. How could such a country go to battle? The Americans knew that very well and still dropped the atomic bomb. Why? It was an experiment. They knew that the bomb had enormous explosive power. What they did not know was how much damage the radiation would cause. Some scientists thought they knew, but they had not tested it. So they made an experiment to find out by testing it on human beings.